All right, welcome back to the Meet Us in the Ring podcast. Oh my gosh, sorry, that was really loud. um, Welcome back, guys. We've been off for a couple weeks. I hope everyone had a good Christmas and a good New Year's, and I hope that you guys have some New Year goals that you're excited for. Maddie, how are you doing?
I'm good. I had a great nap today. I had a great New
Same.
Year's, a great holidays. Hope everyone else did too. And I'm excited to be back.
I know, me too. And your microphone looks so cute right now with its changing colors.
I know. I finally got it to work to where it could change color. I was stuck on one color, but now I figured it out. I feel like a genius. What's going on, Luke
I like it.
Skywalker?
I like it. It's cute.
Thank you.
Hey. Anyway, we are so glad to be back. We're excited for 2024. We're hoping to do a lot more with this channel. Do you have
Mhm.
any New Year's goals for our podcast? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Well, not to be like super specific, but it would be great to hit at least 500 subscribers. Hopefully, we can get to 1,000 by the end of the year, but more that might be it's going to take some work. But I think that we should also maybe have some more guests on. Maybe we could have
Mhm.
some of our usual audience members on at some point. That'd be fun. An episode with Junior would really slap, I think.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like I'm putting my number at 500 for the end of the year because I don't want to be like too ambitious, but I
Yeah.
think we can get there.
Oh, for sure.
And I definitely want to do more interviews if we
Mm.
can. Like, if we can get people on, if I can get more people from my local wrestling company. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
From the local one, like how we had Anthony Idol on here. I would love to get more
Yeah, that
wrestlers
was
on here,
fun.
and other people. It's just interview because I think those would be really cool.
That would be cool.
So, as you can see from the title, today's topics are the day one episode of Raw, which I attended, and I posted a mini vlog. If you guys did not see that on my TikTok, make sure to go watch it and give it a like.
My only
And
thing about that was that I wish you had used your own voice as the voiceover. I wanted that real bad. That would have been fun.
you know, it was a combination between laziness and the fact that like I hate doing my own voiceovers.
I feel that. I do, yeah.
So I know I should have, but I was like, I'm too lazy to try to do this voiceover right now. So I'm just gonna use I'm gonna use Jessie or whatever her name is.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Miss Jessie.
Yeah, but and then we're also gonna talk about our hopes for wrestling in 2024 in general. It doesn't have to be WWE specific, but just some things that we hope happen. And I don't know if that I don't necessarily want to say predictions, but just things that
Mm.
we hope will happen this year.
Yeah.
So as far as the day one episode of Raw, like I said, I was there. I almost lost my voice that night, like to be honest,
Yeah, I bet.
especially when The Rock came out. Like if you guys have been watching our channel, you know that I love The Rock so much. He's like in my Mount Rushmore, like he's in my tops, like right alongside Rey Mysterio. So I
Wow.
lost it. I actually had no idea that he was going to be there. I know that
Mm-mm.
people had like speculated it, but I genuinely was like, I don't know. I'm not going to get my hopes up because why would I think that The Rock would come to San Diego? Like, I don't know. I feel like if you're not LA, then people don't care about you in California.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had no idea that he was going to be there, and I absolutely lost it. I actually thought his segment with Jinder Mahal was actually really good, and even though Jinder was like saying things that should make Americans upset, like honestly, I was agreeing with him on a lot of things.
Gin- Ginger kind of ate.
Yeah, he
Like
ate. He was
he
speaking
kind of ate.
facts. Yeah,
I mean, we're not gonna go into any politics type stuff, but there's a lot
no.
going on in our country, yeah, and a lot that's going on outside our country. And
Hmm.
Jinder, he kind of ate. I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if you think otherwise. You're lying to yourself. That just is what it is. But that was obviously the biggest piece was Triple H saying that there was going to be a previous world champion, and Jinder came out, and like at first I was like annoyed, but then I thought it was hilarious.
It was definitely. I mean, like I knew that, or I thought I don't know. I was like, come on, there has to be like something else here because
Hmm.
Jinder is not over. He has like, I'm sure there are Jinder Mahal fans. I'm not saying they're not, but like nobody was hoping it was going to be him. Is what I'm saying. So it
Yeah,
was a great swerve. That's right, Luke.
it was
But
for
I
sure.
gotta say, that was the like literally, it felt like the longest segment of my life, and I even said that in my video reacting to it. I was like, this segment is crazy long. But one of my followers actually commented and was like, I think that they might have made it longer because Giovanni Vinci got injured.
Yeah, agreed.
So
I think 100% that's why it was longer, and they knew that The Rock could make a segment go on forever. So yeah. But speaking of Giovanni Vinci, I hope that he is doing okay. If you guys did not see, he did get injured during the match, and they actually had to stop the match right when Jay was about to get into the ring. And for me, it's always so like I always immediately think, "Oh crap, what is the other wrestler like thinking?" Because
right.
they've just injured someone, and
Yeah.
to me, I just always like I feel bad for the person who got injured. I feel bad for the person who accidentally injured someone else because they probably feel like absolute crap. So I hope Kofi is not being too hard on himself. Accidents happen in wrestling. So
Oh
um,
yeah, it was definitely just an accident. Luckily, I don't think it was
yeah,
anything super serious. So
yeah,
it was a
maybe just
concussion or
a
something,
minor
right?
concussion. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know how
Yeah.
severe it was, but yeah. So it was
Hopefully it
unfortunate
was
that
very
that match.
mild.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that that match got cut short, but yeah, The Rock and Jinder went on for a little longer, I think, due
Over
to that.
20 minutes.
Was it really?
Yes. They
It didn't.
posted the video on YouTube. Well, when I filmed my reaction video to it, obviously I can't post over 10-minute videos on TikTok. So
Mm,
when I was editing it, after I transferred the recording from my computer to my phone, it was 25 minutes
oh my god.
from Jinder's entrance to The Rock leaving
Hmm.
the ring. And I was like, damn. So I obviously could not post the whole thing. It just, I think both of them did well for a segment that was not supposed to be that long. Obviously,
Yeah.
Jinder, he did the damn thing. Um, I don't really care about The Rock being back. I know you love him, but for me, it was like I would be so much more excited if this happened last year when it was supposed to
Hmm.
happen.
Yeah.
Um, Now it just seems like, well, this was gonna happen last year, and I was excited about it last year, and it's happening now, and just whatever. Like, and then people were like, "Oh my god, Maddie hates The Rock." Not at all. Absolutely not at all. I love The Rock. I really do like him. I don't think I like him as much as Mary does, but I do like the guy. I'm just not excited about Rock versus Roman, and you know, it's as long as it happens at Elimination Chamber, I'll be fine.
Hmm.
Because WrestleMania, he's got to lose that damn title. I'm losing brain cells, and I need Roman to drop the title because I'm losing my mind. It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when The Rock said like, "Oh, or should I sit at the head of the table?" Like
That
everybody
was good.
erupted because of the implication, and so I whenever this match does happen, it's unfortunate that like I know The Rock is gonna lose, but it's not gonna be
Yeah.
a clean loss, which whatever, it's fine. But um something else that I wanted to talk about for day one was Nia Jax and Becky Lynch. Nia winning in her hometown. Triple H is
As
shaking things up.
she should. As she should. You know what? I'm really tired of when Nia. Let's talk about this. So when Nia was previously in WWE before she left, yes, she was unsafe. She was not doing what she was supposed to be doing. She was not doing a very good job of protecting the girls. But Nia's back, and so far, has she injured anyone yet? Was there
Technically, she
like,
injured. Yeah, but
oh yeah, but well,
right when she
Okay,
came
so
back.
yes, she but to my knowledge, and I'm saying that because I don't know much about the situation. Obviously, I don't work in WWE. Rhea
Hmm.
came back quite quickly, so
Yeah.
obviously it was nothing too serious. However, let's go into wrestling skills. Nia was really good in that match, and it really annoyed me when after the match, and I went on Twitter or X, whatever, and people were like, Becky Lynch just gave Nia her best match. Give Becky her flap. No, because first of all, Nia was in that match too. Nia
Mm,
did a very good job of wrestling in that match too. Oh, and by the way, Nia actually won the damn match. So no, Becky, let's
yeah.
not give Becky all the credit for that match because Nia was a very good job, did a very good job too. I get that people don't like Nia. That's fine. I'm not going to tell you who to like, but don't take the credit away from her just because she was with in the ring with Becky Lynch, who isn't even the greatest female wrestler. Sorry. I
Yeah,
just
I
don't
mean,
like seeing
I was surprised by this match. I actually thought it was really good, and considering how fast it was put together and the fact that Nia just came back, I feel like it was a good match. And I even saw some things out of Becky that I was like, okay, okay, Becky, like she's trying some things, and I like
yeah,
that. I like that she's trying
yeah,
different things and trying to expand her wrestling move repertoire because
hmm,
some people just get stuck in the things that they always do, and then that just becomes their entire wrestling style.
yeah.
For example, John Cena. Like everybody loves John Cena, so it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
um, but the fact that the first match out of the gate, like Luke said, that hook, and then Becky was already bleeding, like out of the gate, and it was just a good match, and I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
was really surprised that she won because, like I said, they were in San Diego, and that's where she's from, because they don't ever do that. So
Well, she was also facing Becky Lynch, and God forbid they have Becky lose for once. So, but they did, and this was a well-deserved win for Nia Jax. I was so surprised that not only did she win, but she won completely clean. Like,
yeah,
but I guess it's not too surprising because she has beaten Charlotte Flair clean. One of the greats. So
mm,
I think that we haven't seen the last of this feud, and of course they'll have another match where Becky went because yeah. But either way, glad Nia got this moment, and I think she did a really good job. I was really happy to see her be so like I don't know, not different in the ring, but more skilled. You could tell she'd been
mm.
training, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, she busted out new stuff that I hadn't seen from her. Becky did the same. I think they brought the best out of each other during that match,
Hmm.
and we love to see it.
Yeah,
And then as far as another women's match, Rhea and Ivy Nile, how did you feel about it?
I had my eyes on Miss Ivy the whole time because, well, she kind of carried them. No, Ivy,
Girl, what?
I love it felt like Ivy carried that match just a little bit, but I think that was kind of the point that of the
Mm,
match was for Rhea to kind of let Ivy do her thing, show the crowd what she can do, who she is. Like obviously she wasn't gonna win, it was nice to hear the crowd cheering for her. I love Ivy. I've been watching her in NXT for like almost a year, so I know what she can do. I know she's really good. Her submission techniques are amazing. I would have liked to see a little more of that in her match against Rhea, but Rhea's very dominant, so it's like dominant versus dominant. Ivy killed it. She did a great job, and I really am looking forward to seeing more from her on the main roster.
I actually have to kind of disagree. I thought it was kind of rough. Like, I don't know. I think some of the moments where she was trying to lift Rhea and do strong things, 'cause obviously she's a strong
Mm,
woman, but I think
yeah.
being short is a disadvantage for her, especially going against someone like Rhea who's really tall. I think it just caused a lot of like clumsiness or like clunkiness when they were trying to do certain things. And so that's not entirely her fault. I think it's just like they didn't have it completely figured out. And some people think that they had really great ring chemistry. I don't exactly think that. I think that definitely needs to be worked on. But I mean, I really liked that they gave them a lot of time Well, not a lot,
Yeah.
I'll say. They
A
gave them
decent
more,
chunk.
yeah, a decent amount of time, which I liked, and I think it did showcase Ivy in a positive way. And I think she could do really good on the roster. I think it's really hard that she's like strong, but she's short. So then it's like
Yeah.
she should be doing powerful things, but it doesn't necessarily work on really tall people. So I think that's where the discrepancy lies. I think if she was in a match with like even like Becky or like Zelina or some of the shorter women, I think it would have looked a lot better. But of course, Mommy retained, and I'm so happy about that. And she had a little moment with The Rock backstage, which was so cute. I don't know if you
She
saw those
did?
pictures.
No, I didn't see that. That's cool.
Yeah, he like held up her title, and like there was a picture of her just like being all like happy because it's The Rock. So, well, Luke Skywalker
I
said Ivan
agree,
now
Luke.
cooked in that match. So,
I
and
agree. I agree.
everyone views matches differently, but maybe it's just because I was like there in person, so maybe it looked different than it looked on TV.
Yeah.
It's very possible. And I was
You
in
should
like
rewatch
the
the match like on
nosebleeds,
YouTube
so
or something,
yeah.
and
It's
then
hard for
see
me
if
to
you feel
like
different.
it's hard for me to go back and rewatch like when I go to a live event. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Like cuz I still haven't watched WrestleMania back. And like I probably won't until we're in WrestleMania season, which like we kind of are right
Yeah.
now, but when it gets closer, that's when I'll really like I'll probably watch last year's Mania. I haven't watched it at all.
Well, don't watch that main event because
Speaking of Cody, I am very annoyed that him and Shinsuke did not have a match at day one. Like he came out for
yeah,
nothing, and then Shinsuke got a promo, which obviously was very good. All of Shinsuke's promos are really good, and I like the comic book style that they're going with. But I was just annoyed that they didn't have a match. So
it was confusing to me. I was surprised. Like, they're doing it this Monday, right?
they're doing it tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. Eh, yeah, weird choice. I don't know. Especially considering Raw is a 3-hour show, so it's not like they didn't have time.
I mean, yeah, Shinsuke's promo was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to stretch this out as they're giving Cody filler until WrestleMania. So they're trying to I guess they're really trying to stretch it out as much as possible.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
I was so stoked that CM Punk was not at Raw. like,
He go be there
like
tomorrow.
I was dreading it the whole time. I was like, if I have to see this man in person, I'm like gonna be so upset. And then he wasn't there, and everyone was so mad, and I was so happy.
I had a feeling you would enjoy that. Yeah, I was annoyed he wasn't there. I was like, I want to see him. What's going on?
Yeah, but so someone else who is also from San Diego is Dominic, and he got booed out the building. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I was like arguing with everybody in the crowd because I'm like, y'all are being so
Mary.
disrespectful right now. Like
Mary.
he is our hometown boy. I'm like, y'all are being so rude. Y'all are being disrespectful. Like I was like fighting with everybody. Like I was ready to fight. I woke up and chose violence.
Oh my god. Yeah, those
No,
boos
but
were great. I mean, anytime Dominic really goes anywhere and tries to cut a promo, they make it difficult for him to talk, but San Diego really pulled out every stop.
yeah, like
It was funny.
the two people who are from San Diego are heels and both got booed. So
Yeah. Those grown ass men in the front row literally throwing a tantrum when Becky lost. That was very enjoyable for me.
oh, I didn't even
I
see that.
loved that. They were like really angry. Like it was like I can send you a picture afterwards because it was I was like, you're a grown man and you're screaming your head off. Like they were like their faces. It's like, damn, Nia
Yikes.
Jax is doing her job.
Yeah. What else happened? Oh, obviously the Awesome Truth reunion.
Oh yeah.
Hilarious. I love the Miz. I love our Truth. And just this whole thing that he has going on with the Judgment Day, and then he like didn't know whose team to be on.
He tried to
he
tag
like
in Dominic.
yeah, like he was just getting confused, and then Miz and R-Truth ended up winning. And I just thought that was so
Yeah,
fun. Like that was such a fun segment.
that was
And
hilarious.
I really thought that Damian Priest was going to cash in. I really did.
I was so
I shouldn't have got my hopes
annoyed.
up. I shouldn't
What
have
are
got my
we
hopes up, but I really did.
like? What are we doing with this Money in the Bank contract? Because what's going on, Junior? Juju's here, the party's here. Like, is he gonna cash in or not? Because I'm so tired of these fake out cash-ins, and for some reason with
Yeah.
Damien, they've been doing it a lot.
Hmm.
I just feel like Damien deserves a successful cash in based on all his hard work this year. And if he doesn't get one, I'm going to be pissed because we got a failed cash in with the men last year. So,
Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like because CM Punk has returned, Damien is either going to have a failed cash in or he's going
mm,
to cash in on Gunther. But like, why do that?
no, yeah, there's no.
You know, it's really hard because obviously they're going to do CM Punk and Seth at Mania. And so it's like they can't have him lose the title right now unless they do it as a non-title match, but like
Nobody
why
wants
would you?
that.
Yeah. So unfortunately, it's either going to be unsuccessful or he's going to cash in on a mid card title. Like I see no other
Which
option.
sucks because I just feel like Damien has been such a workhorse this year. And I really would have loved to see a successful cash in, see him as the world heavyweight champion. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like he can cash in on Roman Reigns.
I mean, he could
And
if he wanted to, but he's
uh,
not going to.
yeah, I mean, first of all, I have a hard time believing that Seth would so willingly drop the world title to CM Punk. Of all people, like this
No,
is like the number one person Seth does not like. He tapped
besides
out to
Cody.
Riddle. Does he genuinely not like Cody Rhodes?
As far as I know,
That's weird.
I really don't. I don't think it's kayfabe. I think he genuinely doesn't like Cody because I think there's just a lot of like jealousy involved and like
Mm.
you know,
I
I
mean,
don't know,
obviously,
but
we know he didn't like Matt Riddle, but
mm,
Riddle apologized. They seemed to work it out to the point where Seth was like, "Yeah, I'll tap out clean, whatever." But yeah, the CM Punk hatred is on a whole different level. So I
yeah,
personally have a hard time believing that Seth will be like, "Yeah, no problem." He is a professional and he does what needs to get done, but at the same time, also CM Punk is nowhere near as talented in the ring when it comes to Seth Rollins. So
nope,
honestly, if Seth retains against CM Punk, I'm not going to be that mad about it. So
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad about it either. But like, at this point, who is Seth gonna lose the title to? You know, I really don't know.
Gunther
Unless Damien cashes in the Monday after Mania, but like
on CM Punk, that would eat.
that would I'd be stoked,
I would kind of
honestly.
love that. I would love that.
But even if
People
he
would be
cashes in on
pissed.
Seth, like either way,
Yeah, I just don't know what because Seth feels like he should be in Cody's spot. I don't think Seth should be in. Seth is in a probably a better position than Cody right now. Like
like
he's been world
Seth has
champion for almost a year.
But Seth has always been in a better position than Cody. Cody had to do
Right.
Stardust, which he hated, and then left the company because they refused to do anything else with him. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
why Seth feels like Cody has gotten things that he hasn't. Like, he's been Triple H's golden boy for so long. So it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. I don't know. But I I think for sure the Seth and CM Punk thing is very real.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But speaking of CM Punk, do we think AJ Lee is returning at the Rumble after her little tease that she posted?
Yeah, I think she's gonna make an appearance, but I think it'll be a one-time thing for sure.
You think?
I do not at all see her coming back to the company and being a regular like I mean, it's possible she could do like a Trish Stratus type of thing. I don't see
Mm-hmm.
it happening. She seems very comfortable in being retired, good for her. But I think a one-time Rumble performance, maybe I don't know who would knock her out, but yeah, I don't see her like coming back permanent. I'm not against it. I friggin' love
Mhm.
it, but I just don't realistically I don't see it happening. I think she'll come out at the Rumble, people will be happy, she'll spend maybe like 15 minutes in there, and then she'll get knocked out. Probably by who will actually win, Bailey.
You think Bailey's gonna win?
I do, yeah. Which is
She's your
fine.
pick.
Liv Morgan is the one I want, and the one I
Please,
think should,
please.
because it would make sense if they have Liv win the Elimination Chamber, which by the way, she's been in the most Elimination Chamber matches than any other woman and has never won.
Fine.
So maybe that would be a better fit, having her win the Chamber and face Rhea, because it should not be Becky Lynch. And then have Bailey win the Royal Rumble, which I know a lot of people were like, well, she shouldn't. She's a horsewoman. Like, true, but Bailey has also taken she took so many losses in 2023. She put over a lot of women, something that a certain two other horsewomen would not do.
Wait,
And she
what's the
never won.
reasoning why people say, oh, because she's a horsewoman, she shouldn't win? Like, what's the reasoning?
It's because she's already like an established superstar. She's a Grand Slam champion, Money in the Bank. But my thing is,
Charlotte
well,
won the
she's
Rumble. Becky
oh
won the
well,
Rumble.
Charlotte and Becky. First, Charlotte and Becky did not. Neither of them deserve to win the Royal Rumble. The reason I think Bailey does somewhat deserve to win is because she's been doing such a good job of putting over new talent, introducing us
Mhm.
to new talent, taking L's when maybe she shouldn't have. And she didn't really have a very successful 2023 when it came to her own career. So, yeah, maybe the Rumble would be a nice reward for her. I would love to see her face Io at WrestleMania. Like, that would be great. And then have Liv win in the Chamber, have her face Rhea, and then we have our two women championship matches, because I don't want to see Becky versus Rhea. That match would flop, and y'all don't want to admit it, but it would.
Yeah, I I don't want to see Becky versus Rhea either, just because I feel like there's so many other women who could be given that opportunity who could still make it a a marquee match. Like I feel like they just have been using such a crutch when it comes to women's matches for WrestleMania, and they need to stop it.
Yeah.
They need to stop it. Stop
Liv
using
Morgan,
stop using Becky as a crutch. Stop using Charlotte as a crutch. Like they don't need it.
no, and I'm tired of it. We're tired of it. Like, Liv and Rhea would do a much better match than Rhea and Becky, because we've seen that they have good chemistry together.
Mhm.
Both, I don't know why people say Liv is not good in the ring. Like, people who say that need to shut the
Dude,
hell up, because it's just not true. It's just not true. Like, is
shout
she
out
the
to
best in the
Axel.
ring? Does he really? Like, okay, well, he's a fan of Cora
Axel
Jade,
truly
and
Axel and Alex both are not Liv Morgan fans, but that's fine.
I mean, again, Axel, if you're watching this, you're literally a fan of Cora Jade, who cannot wrestle her way out of a paper bag. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure you only like her because she's hot. But anyway, Liv, she's a good wrestler. Is she the best? No. But at the same time, nobody's saying she's the best. Like,
Yeah.
nobody has ever said Liv Morgan is the best wrestler. And nobody will, because it's not true. But the girl is good. She can
Mhm.
go. And they do have a story aspect. So that's why that match would make much better sense. I personally don't think Becky is that great in the ring. She's very average to me. So her versus Rhea would just be a very average match with no storyline. It's not what I want to see. It's not interesting. And if it is Rhea versus Becky at WrestleMania, then Rhea should win. Just
Yeah,
saying.
I agree. Um, Speaking of Becky, I do want to say one thing for 2024. I am going to try to not be such a hater. And let me tell you why. Because I feel like Becky, she is a WWE superstar. Like she just is. And I
Mhm.
know that. Everyone knows that. And just because I don't like her style of wrestling doesn't mean that I don't acknowledge what she's done in the company. It
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
mean that I don't acknowledge what she's done for herself in the company.
Yeah.
Like she
Mhm.
completely transformed herself, and that is something that not everyone can do. So while I do not like her wrestling style, I don't hate her. And I don't think Maddie does either.
Oh my god. First of all, Luke, shut the hell up. Like it's so funny. I'm gonna make a video about this today, but it's the way I've answered this question so many times, and nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to
Yeah.
listen. They all just want to assume shit instead of just listening to my answer. So let me tell you, for the 15,000 fucking time, excuse my language, I do not hate Becky Lynch. I'm not a big fan of her. She's just personally never clicked with me. I don't think she's that great in the ring, but she's not bad by any means. My problem is with her booking, which
Mhm.
I completely acknowledge she has no control over. And that's fine. It's the same it's the same exact thing with Roman Reigns. Don't hate Roman Reigns. I struggle with his booking because when
Yeah.
you push someone over and over and over and over again and they're honestly not even that good, it's very frustrating when there's women and men in the back of the locker room that can wrestle 5-star matches 7 days a week and they're not
Mhm.
getting that spot. It's very confusing to me. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Becky doesn't deserve any success. Like, of course she does. She works very, very hard. But at the same time, what has she done to deserve a WrestleMania main event with Rhea Ripley? What has she done? Besides, yes, she went to NXT and took a title that she shouldn't have. Because y'all said, oh, she put over Tiffany Stratton. Where is Tiffany Stratton now? She's Fallon Henley's slave on the farm. Like, I'm
Oof.
sorry. But
That's a big oof.
it really does bother me when people are like, why do you hate Roman? Why do you hate Becky? It's like, maybe if you took a second and you would actually listen to what I'm saying,
Hmm.
you would understand where I'm coming from. But
Yeah.
people don't want to listen. People just want to say whatever they want to believe. And that's very frustrating as a content creator. It's like, I'm answering your question, I'm telling you you're wrong, but you're just like, so my problem lies with the booking. I do not appreciate two superstars that should not be overpushed being overpushed.
Hmm.
And I want to see new talent, better talent, get a shot, get those opportunities that they deserve. It's frustrating. So if you take Becky and Roman out of the equation and you just look at them as two individuals, two just people, booking aside because they don't control it, it's just frustrating. And it's even more
Yeah.
frustrating when Becky Lynch fans and Roman Reigns fans complain about other people getting the spotlight. It's like, look at who your favorites are. People who won't ever take a day out of the spotlight. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley would flop as a match. It would not be good.
I
Y'all would be disappointed.
yeah. I don't want it. I don't want it. Um, I'll take Bailey versus Rhea. I'll take Liv versus Rhea. I'll take Jade Cargill versus Rhea. Like, if that's what they want to do. But please, Becky doesn't need another big WrestleMania match.
No.
It at least not right
And
now. Like,
she doesn't need a title either. Please stop giving
yeah,
Becky title because Becky title reigns are not no.
yeah.
No.
But having said all that, I don't know about you guys, but I will be getting Becky's book when it comes out.
No. I will be too busy watching Bianca Belair's TV show next month.
Oh my
Period.
god. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for her in
Because
Montez's
that
show.
woman is the greatest of all time. Period.
Wasn't the show
Period.
supposed to be called something else?
I don't think
I don't
so.
know. Wasn't it supposed to be like something with the Crawfords? Because like that's
Oh,
their
I
last
think
name.
yeah, maybe that does ring a bell.
But and then I
I
think they
don't know.
changed it. But I am excited for that. Um I hope that it's not as like cheesy as Miz and Maurice's was, because I feel like theirs felt a little more cheesy than like Total Divas. Um, Speaking of, I want Total Divas back.
Oh
I'm
my
just
god,
saying.
Ari.
I know, but
It's
like I'm
not
just
coming
saying,
back.
if they were to ever do something like that again, I'd be open to it. That's all I'm saying. No, but I am really excited uh, for their show. I'm definitely gonna watch next month, and you guys should too. I encourage people to buy Becky's book just for like supporting women's wrestlers, if that's if that's your vibe. because I'm interested. I'm actually interested in like seeing everything from her perspective. I love memoirs, like I love autobiographies. Those are my favorite type of books. Um, so yes, I am definitely gonna get that. I actually just recently ordered AJ Lee's book that she came out with a few years
Mm.
ago. I didn't even know that she came out with a book, but I ordered that, so that's on the way to me. So I plan on reading those and adding them to my new bookshelf. It's,
Ooh, cute.
I have I have all of my wrestling pops and like my wrestling books down here.
I can see that.
So yes, I have my
I
Liv
won't be
Maria.
buying. I won't be buying Becky's book just on the basis that I don't really click with her very much. But yeah,
Mhm.
I encourage all Becky Lynch fans, anybody who's interested, to go buy it and check it out and read it. Maybe I'll read it in a few years. Who knows? But honestly, like, no.
Yeah. But do you have any other kind of hopes for wrestling in 2024? Not, it doesn't have to be specific to WWE, but any just like things that you hope happen this year?
I hope that women's wrestling can be taken more seriously across all companies, AEW especially, because they just do not treat their women very well. Not even going to get into the whole backstage crap with them, but um, yeah, I would like to see the women get the same treatment as the men, the same amount of time, the same amount of effort put into feuds, because 2023 was a little frustrating with all these 2-minute women matches and then these 10-15 minute men's matches. So I would like to see that. I would like to see new champions, please. Roman Reigns, go away, go away. And I would like title reigns that have consistent title defenses,
Mm-hmm.
along with maybe Triple H. If you're in the slightest chance in hell you're watching this, we don't need long title reigns every single time. It's okay to have a title reign that is under 200 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, just throwing it out there.
Do
What
you
about you,
remember?
Mary?
Quick side note. Do you remember when Sasha and Charlotte were like swapping the title every month for like seven
Yeah.
months?
Yeah.
Like
It
that
was
is kind of
absolutely
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
So like
Absolutely
we're
ridiculous.
not saying do that. We're just saying like
No.
you can have some shorter title reigns, but they don't have to flip flop the entire time. Um,
If it's not
for,
working, then change it. You know?
yeah, for me for 2024, I'm hoping for like you said more equality with the women. I would like to see just as many women's matches on the WrestleMania card as there are men.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that's going to happen?
Yeah.
No, but I would like it because if there's going to be 6 men's matches, can we have 6 women's matches, please? Like,
Or at least 4 or 5, you know?
just something more equal than what it currently
Yeah.
is. Because right now we're getting like 1 women's match on a pay per view, maybe 2, and then like 4 men's
Yeah.
matches, and it's like, come on, come on. I would also
Yeah.
like to see blonde YouTuber guy not be a champion anymore and not be around as frequent. Uh,
If you could just
I
like quit WWE, that'd be great.
Yeah, honestly. If he's gonna stick around until Mania, I would like a match with him and Bad Bunny just because I want Bad Bunny to win.
And Bad
Um,
Bunny should win.
yeah. Let's see. I also, like you said, want shorter title reigns. Like Seth needs to give up this title because this whole thing about his back and he doesn't know how much longer he can keep doing this, but yet he keeps retaining and being champion anyway. Like his match with Drew at day one, it was good. It was a good match, but like,
Yeah.
come on, come on. It's getting a little ridiculous with his whole back
Stale.
issue.
It's
Yeah.
also stale in the fact that we always think something's going to happen after and it never does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like with the caption or whatever.
Yeah. If I could have something that I don't think will happen, I would like Mandy Rose to come back. Please. Please.
Yes.
Please, Triple H.
Please bring back the goddess, the queen, the most amazing NXT women's champion ever. I'm just kidding, but she was really good. I miss her so much.
Yeah. I'm hoping for an Alexa Bliss return at some point. I know she just had her baby like a month or two ago, so I'm hoping for a return. Maybe SummerSlam. I don't know if that's too soon. I don't know what motherhood is like, but
Yeah.
I would like her to come back. I'm trying to think. I mean, just overall, I want, and I also want the wrestling community to stop being such haters as a whole. Like
Yeah. The
haters against,
tribalism, all
well,
this
haters
stuff.
against each other, haters
Yeah.
against women, haters against like just everything as a whole. And
Hmm.
like I understand part of what we do is we critique wrestling. I get it.
Yeah.
But you don't have to sit here and just like bash someone into the ground.
I
Like
know.
it's just so unnecessary. So I would
It's
like
crazy.
for the wrestling internet community to get better at that. Um,
Hmm.
and you know what? I would like for the Meet Us in the Ring podcast to get on one of those press conferences.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be so sick.
That would be very cool. Let's make
Yeah.
that a goal.
And I don't know how people go about that. If someone knows, please let us know.
Let us
I know a couple
know.
people from Wrestle Talk have gotten that opportunity. So um but yeah, trying to think of anything else. A lot of it is
Honestly, it
just
would be
women's equality.
great if yeah, it would be great if Wrestle Talk. I personally plan on distancing myself a little bit from that community because some experiences I've had with creators, other creators and content, it's just not been good, and which sucks because it used to feel like a community where anyone was welcome and all opinions are welcome, but now it just doesn't seem that way. There's been some wild takes that I just do not agree with, so it's been a little disappointing. So
Mhm. Yeah. And I agree with Luke Skywalker. I think this year could be a great year for wrestling, especially with them
Mhm.
having Money in the Bank in Toronto. It's right. It's in Toronto,
Yeah,
and
I
then
believe
they're
so. It's in
having,
Canada.
yeah, it's in Canada, and then they're having Elimination Chamber in Australia, which I'm super excited for. I'm excited for them. Um,
Yeah, I'm very
I'm
happy.
excited to see Rhea, obviously in her home country. That's going to be
Ooh, that
so fire.
pop.
It's going to be so good.
So
I mean,
good. So
they're gonna
good.
have me in the palm of their hands. They better
Mhm.
be so loud. But
Yeah, I'll be annoyed.
and then Backlash is in France. Like WWE
Okay.
is truly doing world domination, and Triple H wasn't lying.
Mhm.
He wasn't
No.
lying. As far as other wrestling companies, um, I would like to get more into like Impact. I don't know about
Yeah.
AEW. I don't know if I can get there, guys. I just don't know.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't know if I can get there either. God.
but I would
New
like for,
Japan.
yeah, yeah. I would like for, yeah, the women just to get treated better overall in the different companies. I mean, I feel like I've heard in Impact they get treated pretty well. As far as the knockout division, which is great. Love to hear
Yeah.
that. But AEW, I'm still seeing so much that needs to be improved. Please do that if you guys are gonna keep trying to go. Um, and I also, one wrestling thing for 2024 that I want is for us to not feel ashamed to be wrestling fans.
Right.
I
Oh my
want
god.
wrestling to be so mainstream to where it's like Marvel, to where
Oh
like
yeah, that'd be
something
great.
that people used to get made fun of for is now the mainstream, and like you're weird if you don't watch it.
Yeah,
That's
that'd
what
be
I want
awesome.
for 2024.
That is a good goal.
Yeah, and I
Hopefully we
hope
can make that
everyone,
happen.
yeah, and I hope everyone has such a good 2024. I know it just started, but I have high hopes for this year, guys. And yeah, do you have anything else to add?
Fingers crossed. This is a good
How,
we gotta make this a good year, y'all.
yeah. And I know you're going to WrestleMania. I'm trying to figure out a way to go. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm
My
hoping
home
that,
state.
yeah, That's another goal. I hope we get to meet this year in person.
Yeah, you gotta go to WrestleMania, girl.
Girl, I'm gonna try, but I don't know. And if you guys are going to WrestleMania, please let us know. Make sure to give Maddie so much love if you see her at Mania
Come
because
say
she
hi to
deserves
me. I'm a very nice person. Sometimes. No.
it. Oh,
If
me.
you come up to me and say hi, I would absolutely love that. I really would.
And yeah, um, make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter/X. We don't know what to call it anymore. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast. What?
That is so funny. We just need to call it Twitter because fuck Elon
I,
Musk.
the Bird app. I
Period.
don't know.
The
There's
bird
so many
app
things.
was not a yeah.
And make sure to follow both of us on TikTok and Instagram. I just made my return to Wrestle Talk because I really hadn't been posting last year. I just there was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it, but I'm
Gotta get
back
on the
now.
train, Mary.
I know I'm back now, so make sure to go follow us on those, and we will see you guys next Sunday. Bye, guys.